All right, guys, let's go through the basics of for loops. So a for loop is just a way to go through what's called an iterable. So anything that happens to be iterable, we can go through in an order. And in this case, I've got three types of iterables. Well, two types of iterables and a thing I can make into an iterable. So I have pets, which is a list. That's my pet's name, so you can probably hear Indigo here in the background whining about his ball. Blue's over chilling in the sun and Rumor's out on the patio. Spevdo is, in this case, a variable name, right? So I've named the variable Spevdo, and I've also set it equal to the string Spevdo. It's a mythical number that, it's a joke that one of my graduate student buddies used to use. He used to tell people he was looking for a number between 6 and 7 that he was going to call Spevdo when he found it. And then randomly here, I just picked the number 37 because it's nice. So in order to go through these things, if I want to loop through the pets list, like say I wanted to, I don't know, go through this and just print out the names, I do for pet in pets, and then a colon, and then when I hit enter, the compiler automatically kicks this over a couple of spaces. Those spaces matter. So Python is what's called tab delimited, which means that the tabbing, the indentation here matters. So if you're getting errors about expected and indented block, usually it's that you haven't typed anything here yet. So for mine, I'm going to say for pet in pets, print pet. Oops, and that's not how you spell print. Okay, and so what this is going to do is it's going to go through the pets list, and then this variable pet is going to represent in turn Indigo, and then Blue, and then Rumor. And a lot of languages make you loop through by the indices. Python doesn't do that. Python lets you just loop through by the elements. So when I hit run here, I'm going to get Indigo, Blue, and Rumor. Those are each a separate print statement. So if I wanted to add something like print pet plus EO, like I wanted to, add some kind of pet name garbage to my pet's names, I'd get Indigo EO, Blue EO, and Rumor EO. Right, so you could use this to kind of modify en masse things in a list. Please note, this is not actually saving things in the list, right? If I wanted to save things, it gets a little bit more complicated. If I wanted to loop through the letters of Spevdo, so that's going to be looping through this string, and I'm going to say for letter in Spevdo. Oops, Spevdo is lowercase, and then we're just going to again print those out. Oops, and I'm going to dump my EO out of that. And you'll notice it's a little bit hard to tell, but this S is a capital S because it's a capital S in the string, even though the variable's name is lowercase. So that's just printing out the letters in Spevdo. And you can, this is not really a very necessary comment, right? But if I was doing something like for X in Spevdo and printing X instead, then I'd probably want to say what it was I was looping through. This is one of those things with Python, because it's so close to English, you really can save yourself a lot of comment time if you just pick good variable names. So I'm going to leave those as the kind of nice descriptive for letters in the word Spevdo, and then we'll just print them out. The last thing is if I want to go up to a number, so I want to do something like for, and this is the more classic computer science, like for I in, And say I want to go up to 37. There's a thing called range. And range is a little function that makes a number into an iterable. So if I want to, say, print out 37 things, I would do this. I'm just going to print out the indexes. So that's going to be the i's. And let's see what that looks like. So notice that starts with 0 and goes to 36. So it's printing 37 things, right? But it's printing them out starting at 0 and going up to 36, which means that I can loop through the pets list alternatively. So I'm just throwing a print in here to indicate that this is the alt method. Alt method. Spelling is hard. So for the alternate method, I could do for I in range of the length of the pets list. And then we could do print. And then I want to go into the pets list and get the thing in the I slot. So the length of the pets list is 3, right? And the range is going to turn that into 0, 1, 2. And then remember the list's indexed by 0 slot, 1 slot, 2 slot. So this is going to give me the exact same output that I got before. Right, so here's my indigo, blue, and rumor. That's from this one. Then I have my alternate method, indigo, blue, and rumor. And then I have my spevdo, and then I have my 0 through 36. So this is how you loop a set number of times. And I have dropped a link to this Python loops cheat sheet, which is, then I'm not super psyched about the naming schemes here, but this is a nice little cheat sheet with indexing and looping through backwards and forwards and a couple other kind of handy tricks. This one is only with for loops, so this is a great resource to have. It should be noted that when you enumerate an array, you get a so when you enumerate a list, you get a whole bunch of little pairs. Let's just do that quick, just because we can. Let's quick just print out the result of enumerate on the pets list. And let me just see what that looks like. Okay, so see how it kicks this kind of, it's an enumerate object, right? So with that, let me do that. So this is a little bit varsity. So if I want to get this enumerate thing, I'm just going to put that in here. And then we'll print out I number. Oops. Oops. Okay, for loops need colons. The next line needs to be indented. And then here I can see that I've got this. So if you want, you can grab both the number of the thing and what's in there. Oops, num was a crap choice. All right, how about that? So if I want to loop through and get both the indexes and what's in those slots at the same time, then I can use this enumerate idea to do that. That thing is a little bit more complex than I really want you to use at the moment, but you might need it, so here it is. Otherwise, these ones are kind of what I expect you to be doing right now. So either for a value in a list or for I in range of a number, and just know that that range So, oops, I guess I just, let me add that comment in a more reasonable style. So this goes from 0 to 36. Oh, and I did a very silly thing. I made this number 37 a variable, and then down here I hard-coded it. So I really should have range of number. And so that goes from 0 to number -1, which happens to be, in this case, 36. Okay, cool.